Welcome back to Wager Talk TV. I'm Pavlos Laguretos here to break down the FIFA Club World Cup opener between Ahly and Inter Miami, set to be played on Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're running a nice promo for this tournament alone. So for the FIFA Club World Cup, we have a special offer. You can get the entire tournament for just $129. Regular price is $199. And you'll get every play and every prop and every future for a nice price of just $129. Head over to my page at wt.buzz/pl. You'll find all my updated streaks, my premium plays, and all the free plays for the Club World Cup and the Gold Cup, both in written form and in the form of a video. We did tremendous stuff in the last 2 summers, plus 108 units in 2024, plus 107 units in summer of 2023, currently up 11 units in June of 2025. Can we do it again? Hopefully so. So if you want all leagues, all the tournaments, you can opt in for a 90-day soccer package for just $349. Regular price is $499, and you'll get all plays from all competitions, all props, and all futures. And we do have 6 or 7 futures loaded for the Club World Cup, and we're gonna load a couple of more for the Gold Cup. So for under $4 per day with guaranteed action every single day of the summer, you can't go wrong with that. So we already have a 4% Gold Cup best bet loaded for Saturday at wt.buzz/pl. Head over to my page, you'll find the rest of the info that you need. Now onwards to our free play. Ahly from Egypt versus Inter Miami Club World Cup on Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Inter Miami are plus 115 favorites in this match. The draw is at plus 270, and Ahly are plus 210 underdogs, with the Asian spread set at 0.25 goals and the Asian total set at 2.75 goals. Now, the match is to be played in Miami, but not at Inter Miami's home ground, but at the Hard Rock Stadium, home field for the Miami Dolphins. So this is not a soccer-specific stadium, and the pitch might be an issue, as the federation is now trying a new mix of natural and artificial grass in a dress rehearsal for next summer's World Cup. So I'm a bit skeptical about the pitch situation, which was a major issue in last summer's Copa America, where the pitch was just being in terrible shape. They did a really poor job with that, but they're doing things differently now. They haven't convinced me at all that the surface is gonna be good. They did try to replicate the feel, of the European pitches, but everything is experimental at this point. And I'm just saying this because it can affect how players play in those pitches, and it affects recovery as well. It affects ball movement. It affects a lot of things. And keep in mind that Messi and Suarez are 80 years of age combined, so their knees might be put to the test. Now, in this group, Porto are the favorites to win the group at plus 140. Palmeiras are the second favorites to win the group at plus 180, followed by Inter Miami at plus 300 and Ahly at plus 900. By the same token, Porto are minus 200 to qualify from this group. Palmeiras are minus 175 to qualify from this group. Inter Miami are at minus 105. And Ahly are at plus 200, so right off the bat, you can see that Ahly are considered as the worst team of the group. However, this is a team that has probably the most experience playing at this stage, although that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to do good stuff. The Ahly are participating actually in a Club World Cup for the 11th time, one of the best teams out of Africa, with 44 domestic titles in Egypt and 14 African Champions Leagues. Now, Inter Miami are just the second MLS team to feature in the Club World Cup and can become the first MLS team to score in the competition. So they do need to score a bunch of goals in order to progress, because their defense has been pretty bad this season, and but their offense is just firing in all cylinders. In fact, they conceded 27 goals in 16 MLS matches. But their offense, again, it's spitting fire with 36 goals, with Messi and Suarez up front doing their usual job, like magical stuff. Very open matches for Inter Miami lately, currently on a 9-0 run to the over 2.5 goals, 8-1 to the over 3, to the over 3.5, and 7-2 to the over 4.5 goals. So some really massive score lines in that span. Inter Miami, they scored 3+ goals in 4 of last 5, but have conceded 3+ goals in 6 of those 9 matches. with both teams to score and over 2.5 goals, being 8-1 in that span. So goals are to be expected in Inter Miami's matches. Now Al Ahly, they're 6-2 to the over 2.5 goals in the championship group of their domestic league, scoring 22 goals and conceded 9 in 8 matches, with an average of 3.9 goals per match, mainly due to their offense. In the regular season, things were pretty different because they were being tighter in the sense that they went just 5-12 to the over 2.5 goals, but with an average of 2.3 goals per match. Again, mainly due to their defense that conceded just 9 goals in 17 matches, but their offense scored 30 in that span. However, we have to take those results with a grain of salt because it's in the Egyptian league. It's slightly or a lot worse than the MLS. In terms of firepower, now they're going to have to deal with Messi and Suarez and the rest of Inter Miami. Their offense can definitely hurt Inter Miami's soft defense, but Al Ahly's defense will be put to the test by, again, Messi, Suarez, and all that magic that comes with it. So in this match, we're leaning to the over 2.75 goals at -105. That's a split line between the over 2.5 goals and the over 3 goals, which means that if there are 4 goals or more, we get a full payout. If there's exactly 3 goals, we get half a payout and half a push. If there's just 0, 1 or 2 goals, we lose this bet. So over 2.5 goals is an interesting way to bet on this. I'm leaning on goals on this match. Also leaning Inter Miami -1/4 of a goal. If you don't have access to Asian spreads, you might as well take your chances with Inter Miami moneyline +115 in a match that is played almost at home ground for Inter Miami. I mean, it's still in Miami, but in a different stadium. But Inter Miami, the way I see it, they're playing the weakest team in the group. They have Porto and Palmeiras waiting for them in the next 2 rounds. So failing to win, failing to beat Al Ahly might put a huge dent to their qualifying chances from the get-go. So this is an opener. Inter Miami are the marquee, the big name here with Messi and Suarez playing at home. They're probably going to have a lot more supporters in the standings than Al Ahly from Egypt, I would think. So Inter Miami, again, if you want to take the money line +115, it's a decent way, pretty good odds. But if you want to protect yourselves in the event of a draw, you might as well take Inter Miami -1/4 of a goal, -0.25 at -127. That's a split line between Inter Miami pick'em and Inter Miami money line. So if they win, this bet wins. If it's a draw, however, you only lose half your stake. The other half is pushed and returned or refunded. So I just don't see Al Ahly winning this one. I mean, of course, it's soccer. It's a big tournament. Anything can happen. Al Ahly have a lot of experience playing in these competitions. I think they have 11 wins and 14 losses. They haven't had a draw in like a long time. But again, I think Inter Miami will surely want to at least avoid the loss here. So if you want to protect yourselves in the case of a draw and not lose the entire stake, go with Inter Miami -1/4 of a goal at -127. Maybe the odds move as the public will start betting on Inter Miami, so the price will change a little bit. But if you see this video in time, Inter Miami at -1/4 of a goal is at -127. I think that's a very, very good way to bet on this one, even better than the over 2.75 goals, if you ask me. So I still haven't decided what to bet on the Club World Cup. I do have 3 leans for the first 3 days, a couple of side bets and a total, but I do have a lean. I do have a best bet, a 4% in the Gold Cup that also starts on Saturday. I have a 4% best bet there. It's a first half bet if you want to know a little bit of a detail. The rest of my free plays and of course all my promos, all my updated streaks, we're doing really well with 4% best bets. We're on a 13-4 run short term in the last couple of months and hitting those 4% best bets on a 64% win rate since December, 44-23 I believe for plus 58 units. So short term is good, long term is good. We're doing really well with this 4% best bets. We also won a bunch of them last week. So head over to my page, wt.buzz/pl. Make sure to like and subscribe to this channel. Like this video. Let me know how you're betting this match. It really helps us get a glimpse of what you guys think, what you guys are looking for, what can you bet. If you're interested in these competitions, let me know in the comments below. I'm planning to do a whole bunch of free plays. Again, both in written form and in video form. You can also visit my page at wt.bus/pl with the rest of the details. Good luck and God bless.